Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we have a reading for you about a conversation that actually leads to action in terms of what is needed between two people in a relationship and the decision that follows. It looks like we have somebody that realizes I could potentially lose this person I care about unless I make some changes, and I'm willing to make those changes. So it feels like a pretty positive response. Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. That was interesting. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I don't know how many of you watched like the old school with like the different backdrop where I lived back in Minnesota. But I used to predict what the reading was going to be about based on the wind chimes. That kind of felt like collaboration or like cooperation is the word that's coming to mind. Let's get a few cards from the Love Tarot because we do have I need more love. So I kind of feel like this might help us understand a little bit more in terms of what we need, right? Hello, how we doing? Happy Saturday. All right, we've got finding myself. It was time I went within to find myself again. I need to figure out what I want out of life. I need space. It's on. I see you looking good and moving on. I don't care who you're talking to. I'm better. I will compete for you. So it feels like we had somebody that went within a little bit, needed to think about whether or not they were willing to take things to the next level with you. And then maybe they took a little bit too much time is kind of the vibe I get from this card, right? They have reason to believe that you're talking to somebody else. So whatever you said in terms of this isn't really like meeting the mark, this person's thinking, okay, can I actually meet that mark? Can I do that? I don't know what I want. That's unusual for me. So we're going to go with the path of shadows. Let's see. Hi there, Paul. How you doing? All right. We've got the grimoire, wisdom, experience, hidden knowledge. Hidden knowledge is what I'm really drawn to. Ooh, and we got the high priestess. I forgot that is underneath this. I should show that to you because I don't think I've shown you very often, but a lot of my cards sit on one of these little template things. I don't know what to actually call them. It's like a coaster, but for cards, made by John. So thank you to John. But we're sitting on the high priestess over here, and we're talking about hidden knowledge, which is very appropriate because the high priestess would definitely be the kind of person that has that wisdom or hidden knowledge, right? Fear of failure. The fall keeps repeating on my head. What? Okay. The eternal obstacle between me and the next step. So a little bit of perhaps pessimism or not really seeing things in like a positive way might be a bit of an issue here for somebody. I don't know if you can hear the wind is howling right now, but it kind of suits this card. It feels like it's windy in that card. It feels like this hidden knowledge is like heavy. Somebody doesn't know how to deal with it. I hope you can like be patient with me. I am absolutely in love with this new deck, so I'm going for it again. This is the Poe Tarot, and due to like how they have the card set up, I don't read this one in the reverse. Generally, that's more of an oracle thing for me, but yep. All right. 5 of Candles, which is the 5 of Wands. We tremble with the violence of the conflict within us, of the definite with the indefinite, of the substance with the shadow. But if the contests have proceeded thus far, it is the shadow which prevails. We struggle in vain. This is being like overly consumed with fear over something that isn't really even there. It feels like somebody is spooked about this connection, but it says we struggle in vain. This person is scared of a monster that is not actually under the bed. It's, just like a kid's toy or an AirPod, that's making noise. But this person's all riled up anyways. So I think we have somebody that is terrified of how a love situation would actually go, maybe pretty convinced that it would have a heartbreaking situation or end, but they're looking backwards as opposed to looking forward. They're not like looking at who they're actually contemplating, right? They're looking at people of the past. As a thing of art, sorry, this is the Knight of Wells, which would be the Knight of Cups. As a thing of art, nothing could be more admirable than the painting itself, but it could have been neither the execution of the work nor the immortal beauty of the countenance, which had so suddenly and so vehemently moved me. This evokes a sense of inner beauty that has kind of gripped somebody in a way they didn't expect. So I feel like I'm reading for somebody that is quite taken with physical beauty or may prioritize it, may even be quite attractive themselves, but they were taken with, in particular, the sum of the parts, right? How is it that you can be so physically beautiful, but also have like a heart of gold? This is something that this person is kind of grappling with, right? Maybe in their experience, you don't have both of those things. It's one or the other. So they're a little bit surprised to find the package that they have found in human form, right? Hello, Joanna. How are you doing? Paul, I'm glad you have enjoyed not working. Day off is always a good thing. Hello there, Peggy. How are we doing? We've got the 4 of Wells, which is the 4 of Cups. I love the art on these cards. And so being young and dipped, D-I-P-T, I love it, in folly, I fell in love with melancholy. Okay, so there might be an age gap here. I mean, let's be real. When somebody says that in other readings, I'm like, oh, so you're saying we weren't born on the same day. You're good. You're good, you. No, I'm talking like there could be, more than a 5-year difference between you and your love interest. But it feels like it's the younger person that might be going through this, finding myself and then needing to decide if they're willing to level up. Take it how it resonates, though, right? This person has had their emotions grow stronger in a time of sadness, which I feel is likely low or no contact with you or having an argument with you and other things going on. It helps them to realize just how special you are or this connection is, how you make them feel, probably all of the above. We have the 9 of Paws. So so cute. I just noticed there's a little cat face in there. Look at, you see it? So this would be like the Nine of Pentacles. It says, man's real life is happy chiefly because he is ever expecting that it soon will be so. So the Nine of Pentacles is about listening to your intuition, right? If somebody is listening to their intuition, I feel like there's a hope that feels uncomfortable or unusual for this person to believe that this connection would go somewhere. So while this person may be a little bit independent or a little bit slow to make things official or be like fully committed to somebody, it seems to me that this person is, it's like what I'm picturing is somebody protecting a flame in a strong wind. So like if they're walking with a candle, right? It's like almost painful for them to be hopeful about this. Like they're in their mind maybe a little bit too much. I think I did a short called Your Overthinking is the Problem in like the last 12 hours. That could be related to this situation. And we have the Five of Quills. The Five of Quills would be the Five of Swords, by the way. So we have the individual who purloined it is known. This beyond a doubt, he was seen to take it. It is known also that it still remains in his possession. This is unusual for me, but I'm real focused on that last line. Still remains in his possession. So because we have this concern about I see you looking good and moving on, this little bit of hope that they have, whoever has a fear of failure, there is still hope here for you, but there's two people behind this woman. There's somebody itching to take this person's place. So, it's a little dicey. I think I'll go with, this is the Fairy Godmother Oracle. I love this card because it's not a word that I use, but it's amusing to me. We have fickleness. Maybe it's because I like pickles. I don't know. But we have fickleness. And this is our fear of failure individual being called out. Because it's like they took some little detail. It could be the age gap. It could be religion. It could be whether or not you smoke cigarettes or if you can cook. I don't know. There's something here that matters more to this person than they know it should. They're like making a mountain over or out of a molehill, but there's wisdom here, this hidden knowledge, right? We've already had that come out. Picking at them. Like, you think that's a problem, but you know it's not, right? You know it's not. I'm drawn to the Marigold Tarot, so we'll continue with that. King of Rings, which is the King of Pentacles, Ace of Cups in the reverse, and the Lovers. There's competition. There's someone else here. Lovers is about a choice. What I'm like hearing is like it's totally Tenacious D. If it's in the refrigerator, it's fair game. I'm pretty sure they're talking about a kielbasa sausage, not a person or like, you know, a love connection. But it's like if you put it back or if you didn't claim it, then you can't be mad if someone else wants to. And it kind of feels to me like when you look at how these cards are laid out, it looks like we have somebody's head actually turning to a different skeleton, right? And then this King of Pentacles over here is like, wait, what? Like, I know I said I didn't want that, but wait a second. Wait, you weren't supposed to do that. I think this person felt like they could kind of keep you on the back burner or not put like the full effort forward right away. It's like they were trying to slow walk a romance and the person they were dealing with got impatient and was like, yeah, no, I cannot be slow walked. I will not be slow walked. And relatable, because I think I told you yesterday, I spent a lot of time traveling in airports by myself. I've had to try to like untrain myself to walk really fast. We have the Knight of Swords, Six of Swords in the reverse, and Eight of Cups. I feel like there was a very quick and unexpected, like I said, like turning of the head. If you don't have time for me or if you don't want to put in the effort, that's okay. But I deserve that, so I'm going to find it elsewhere. I feel like there was like a major like snapping of the neck, like just wait, what? I didn't expect that response is like the energy I'm getting from this King of Pentacles. Somebody who had it within them to offer a relationship, but decided not to. In part because they did feel, to be fair, they did feel like they needed to find themselves or be a little bit more in touch with what they wanted before they move forward. And I do have to say that is an admirable thing. But they maybe took a little bit too long, right? They got a little bit distracted. We have the Sun in the reverse, Three of Swords, Queen of Swords. This distance or this backing away that we have from the feminine side here with the Queen of Swords, which can often be about like an ex energy, but often is somebody who's being smart or practical. Instituting boundaries is something a Queen of Swords would do. This has broken somebody's heart because we have the Ace of Cups in the reverse, clarified by the Three of Swords, which is like saying, you know, I feel like I'm missing out on a love. I feel this void after having experienced love, right? Seven of Swords, Six of Wands in the reverse. King of Swords in the reverse. There are our exes. Wow, say that like 20 times fast, you guys. All right. So Seven of Swords is a card about dishonesty or trickery. Six of Wands in the reverse is giving insecurity, fear of failure. We already had that, right? Somebody who might come across as a little bit overly cocky or confident, arrogant, but actually is covering up for their insecurity, right? This is somebody here who played games mind games or hid how they truly felt because they weren't sure. They were lacking confidence. They didn't know what they could actually offer, right? Hello there, Diana. How are you doing? All right. We're going to go with the situations deck. Triggers in the reverse. Divine Feminine. Sold, moving, physical location change. There's a change coming in the near future that will create more distance between these two individuals. So someone could be moving to a new location. Somebody could be working in a different location, but it feels like there's a change in habit or routine that will create more distance than this person wants between the Divine Feminine and this King of Pentacles. So it's like things become more difficult here. This change is also, I think, tied to or makes things easier for this other individual. We have intervention, rescue, others involved. Verge, about to reveal or confess. Others involved is the real thing here. I think there's somebody that has witnessed this Divine Feminine go through some level of rejection or social, like, drama. And they've seen how they handled themselves and gained a little bit of a crush or a little bit of insight into their character that has led to an interest in like a romance. But there's an obstacle here. This person either feels like you aren't on the same page in terms of finances, you aren't on the same page in terms of family or children. There's an issue here. And even though they've tried to talk themselves out of it, there's still a very strong attraction or desire to pursue something with you. But it does feel like there's a little bit of a warning here, right? Let's get some more tarot. This is the Jack-o'-lantern tarot. You guys, that's wild. We have the sun in the reverse, clarified by the sun in the upright. So King of Pentacles, this Divine Feminine knows that you are unhappy or knows that you are heartbroken, knows that you are defensive, knows that you still want to fight for this. So if you're wondering, yeah, no, they know. I don't know if you've expressed that. It kind of feels like for many of you, this would be something that would be kind of hidden, right? Either because of lack of communication, being no contact, or just like general communication issues. It feels like this is what somebody needs to communicate. This Verge card that talks about somebody being about to reveal or confess, I feel like this is more than one person. I feel like this person has something to say, and I feel like the new person has something to say. And that's what's causing our Nine of Swords. This Nine of Swords card, you can tell we're talking about somebody who's struggling to sleep, somebody who doesn't really know what their next move should be. The number 9 could be pretty important because we do have 99. What really just came into my mind was Agent 99, which is for the like older crew, because God, what was that, like 70s or 80s that show was out? So somebody might look like Agent 99 or have dressed like Agent 99 as Halloween. Obviously, that's not for a lot of you. We have the Six of Swords in the reverse, which we had right here as well. We have Justice in the reverse. Two of Wands in the reverse. Whatever this trickery or manipulation, mind games, like for example, this could be somebody playing hard to get, thinking you would chase them, or being kind of coy in terms of whether or not they want something serious. It feels like it's like swampland. I don't know if I can really step here and count on it to like bear my weight. You know what I mean? Like somebody doesn't feel like they can trust this King of Pentacles. It's probably the divine feminine. And if I can't trust your words, or if I can't trust you to be in the same energy 3 days after today as you were today, then like, what's the point? So it's interesting because I would say the King of Pentacles in general is considered to be a reliable person, someone who can offer a relationship. But when you also come out as the King of Swords in the reverse, there's a tendency here to be like denying the truth, or a little bit like, sorry, a little bit shady, because somebody doesn't think long term. This Two of Wands in the reverse makes me feel like the challenge here, thank you, Tiana. The challenge here is, do you know how to plan accordingly? Do you know how to think ahead? Because I think somebody's a little bit too focused on the short term. I do feel called to say that for some of you, that's because we do have some trauma that we need to address, right? You need to be planning for longer, right? What do you want long term? But there's something that needs to be corrected here. And if it's not corrected, then the connection can't move forward. We have Judgment, Four of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups in the reverse. I really feel like there's some sort of hard to get or like emotional manipulation. Like, I don't want to come across as more interested in you than you are in me. I want to make sure that I've got you on the hook before I give like any inclination. And I feel like the universe is saying, no, your decision to withhold your emotions or not let this person know how important they are to you is actually giving like making the situation worse. Is coming across to this divine feminine who knows how you feel as disingenuous, right? So have you ever asked someone a question knowing what the actual answer is, but it's more of like a, let's see if you're going to be honest? I feel like that's the situation here. So King of Swords in the reverse is coming out because this King of Pentacles is being seen as a liar, or is being seen as somebody who isn't sharing the whole truth, right? We have the Wheel in the reverse. So there's a risk of loss here, because those feelings, this King of Cups is somebody who deals with emotions, right? This is somebody who the divine feminine sees as like, I already know you have emotions. You're just not willing to like act on them or pursue them. And I'm not going to try to like teach an old dog new tricks. Not to say that you're old. I'm just saying like this divine feminine is like, if you're not going to act on those feelings, I'm not going to try to like twist your arm and like convince you to do it, right? Five of Wands in the reverse. So there's inner conflict for this King of Cups, King of Pentacles, King of Swords in the reverse. What do I do with these emotions? Because I think they're realizing you're moving on. I could lose you. Let's go with, this is the Tarot Familiars. Feel like we need some, I know we might see a unicorn come out, but mostly it's cats and horses and owls. That's right. Crows, wolves. There we go. There's our King of Swords in the reverse again with our Queen of Pentacles. This Empress, Divine Feminine, Queen of Pentacles energy is somebody that is like, maybe you give really good hugs. Maybe you give really good advice. Maybe you're just seen as super reliable. You say what you mean what you say. But this is a very clear like difference in energy with somebody who is not being direct or not being blunt. With the Nine of Wands, this is like, I see this Queen of Pentacles energy just kind of looking over, wondering like, are you going to fight for this? Are you going to do the right thing? This person already knows the truth. I feel like that's really important to say. Like, this isn't about you revealing something that the Divine Feminine doesn't know. King of Swords in the reverse. This is about the Divine Feminine waiting to see if you're going to be honest about what they already know. Like, it's a whole different game than what they think it is. We have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse, the Moon, and the Ten of Swords. If this person decides to keep things secret, that is the end. If you do not come forward with the truth, or if you do not, level up in terms of that communication, then this is the end. Now I'm hearing the Doors. So maybe someone listens to the Doors. I would hope somebody out there does. Jim Morrison's a little bit of a dick. Let's get two more. Okay, that's a powerful way to go out. We have the Ace of Wands and the Seven of Wands. And our Ace of Wands is a beautiful black cat. If you know my channel, you know I adore black cats. This is a good luck sign for me. Somebody has luck on their side if they do pursue taking action in the situation and defending what it is that they want. But it has to be with justice in mind, right? How can I make the situation right? Not about your ego. How can I make it seem like you like me more? Or how can I make sure that I won't get rejected? You have to put your ego aside and be honest about what you want or what you feel. And that's what actually like opens the door, right? Let's get a few. We'll go with the miniature rider weight. Gosh, did you hear that Minnesota accent? All right, what advice do we actually no, I want to know what else we know about this other person. This new love, whoever the Divine Feminine is newly talking to or freshly interested in. What do we know about this person? We have Queen of Swords in the reverse, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. I think this person has gone through a very similar situation. So the Divine Feminine could be bonding with somebody that has had a disappointing loss in love that they can kind of commiserate over. They may also have this person come back around. So it kind of feels like we have two people crushing on each other because they are talking about how they've been dealing with a previous love situation. And then both those people come back around. Okay. That sounds complicated. We have the Six of Swords. This person is working on getting things into a better place after gaining a different perspective or seeing a different way forward. So I do feel like this person is motivated into taking action. They are in their like Emperor energy, which is very attractive for this divine feminine. But with the Two of Wands in the reverse, there is something here they're not seeing. I think they're doing well, and then this person comes back and it throws them for a loop. This new person is focused on healing themselves and moving towards a new beginning. And then this person coming back from the past is a little bit of a test. So it brings up some difficult emotions for this person dealing with this ex again. This could bring these two new folks closer together because they're dealing with the same like rehashing of emotions from somebody, from the past. But it's going to be interesting because it does seem like we have two people that can either choose each other or choose somebody from the past. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you on the next reading. Bye, guys.